You'll be able to keep your eyes on the night sky this week for one of the year's last astronomical spectacles here. The year's final supermoon will be shining bright tomorrow night. Is expected to be at its fullest at 6:14 p.m. This is video of a previous supermoon. The spectacle happens when the moon is at its nearest point to the Earth, which makes it appear larger and fuller. Colleen joins us right now. Nice and clear out there tonight. Going to be nice and clear tomorrow night for viewing.
Yes, so the moon will rise and be at its fullest stage close to that moon rise time, which is right around sunset. So it's really going to be pretty special to look at. It's our last supermoon of 2025. And we love supermoons because they're big, they're bright, they're in perigee, as we just mentioned, so it means it's a little bit closer in orbit to Earth, and that's why it appears bigger and brighter. But being closer to that sunset time, it should be really cool to look at.
Great.
It has some clear skies, so that's great. And then rain to follow as we move into this weekend. So there's your weather, just in a nice tight little package. Let's get into it in a little bit more detail. So here's satellite radar. We had a front move through earlier today. That brought us just a touch of some cooler, drier air. The dew points not quite as high tonight as they have been really since Thanksgiving. Our dew points have been on the higher side. We've had some warmer days here. Well, that is all changing because we have a series of fronts that are moving through our area. So here's the first one that moved through earlier today. It is a weaker one. It didn't really bring much moisture with it. In fact, it started to dry us out and also allowed temperatures to cool down as well. High pressure now in control. However, looking to the southwest, we do have some rain that will start to make its way toward us as we finish off this work week and move into this upcoming weekend. So here's satellite radar a little bit closer. Just like tonight, tomorrow night, we really shouldn't have a ton of cloud cover out there, and that moon will be big and bright close to sunset and moonrise, which is just around 6 p.m. So make sure you check it out. It will appear full and bright for the next couple of nights, but the official peak illumination is around just after 6 p.m. for Eastern time. Temperatures right now, we already have some chilly marks. Look at Homosassa sitting at 49 right now. We have some lower 50s in places like Brooksville, Dade City at 53. The Gulf, milder at 70 degrees right now. A couple 60s holding on strong in Lakewood Ranch, St. Petersburg, Port Manatee, all holding on to those 60s. Sarasota, Sebring, some mid-50s as you head inland. The low temperatures getting slightly cooler as we move into the overnight hours. You'll notice places like Lakeland, you guys will wake up to temperatures in the lower 50s tomorrow, whereas places like Brooksville, Dade City, Crystal River will wake up to marks in the mid to upper 40s. So it definitely will be a little bit chillier tomorrow morning compared to what we woke up this morning. For tomorrow, here's your daytime planner. Temperatures will step into the low 80s for Tampa. Some places a little bit cooler than that, upper 70s with a nice amount of sunshine. Here's a European model showing one of the fronts that will be on the way. This is Friday, 11 a.m. And at that time, we will have most of the rain across the Panhandle area, which they really could use it. They're actually sitting drier out there than we are here in Tampa Bay. Here's Saturday, 5 a.m. Notice we have a change in wind direction. That's that first front that's moving through. That can produce a little bit of rain, but most of it looks like it will be in Hernando, Pasco, and Citrus counties. And then that will start to basically spread out. Those showers will lighten up. This is 3 o'clock Saturday. That time is paused at. Let's move forward into Sunday because that's when it looks a little bit more promising for the remainder of our area. Saturday, it looks like the rain will start to fizzle out after that system, the first system moves through. So our northernmost counties will get it. But then Sunday, look at this. The front really takes over. This is paused Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Now we still can adjust the timing on this. We have a couple days where this front may move a little bit slower than expected. But here we are 9 o'clock and it looks like that rain's still hanging out. In fact, if the front moves slow enough, we could still have some rain for your Monday morning commute. So keep that in mind. How much rain are we expecting? Well, again, most of it will be across the Panhandle. However, we take a zoom in here, we could have anywhere from a ½ inch to places northward, Pasco County, Hernando County, and Citrus County. With those two little systems we have, they could have upwards of an inch or more, which would be great because we've been so dry. 7-day forecast here. We have a weather impact alert for Sunday. We may change the timing on that just a touch, but right now just be aware that we are looking at some rain on Sunday. We don't want you to cancel your plans, but we don't want you to get wet either. So just keep that in mind. That's why it's highlighted red, because we are looking at those rain chances.